Hi everybody, welcome to my channel, Judy in the Skies. My name is Judy. So looks like we made it halfway through the year. It's already July, so yeah, happy halfway through. And happy 4th of July that's coming up, so please be safe out there. So just real quick, I want to do some pulls for the month of July. Just want to kind of give you a little bit of info on what's going on in the skies, right? So 4th of July, Neptune is going to be stationing retrograde. And that's a big deal because when any planet stations, it's just like slowing down and stopping and making that retrograde motion again. It's basically an illusion. So anyways, it is going to happen in July, on the 4th of July. Well, it's really interesting, and I felt I needed to emphasize this point because I don't know if you watched the show that I did with my collaboration with Linda at Butterfly Readings. We do this mystic conversations on Saturdays. And I picked, we picked cards for the week, which would be, of course, this week as well. And one card that came up to me was the King of Cups. Now, I read cards differently, so I just want to share something with you. How I was seeing this card come up for the week was he's holding a cup and he's got these like flowers, or yeah, they're flowers or whatever. But to me, to me it meant that be very careful with your drinking, especially on the 4th of July when you're having holiday festivities with family and friends. Be very careful. And I don't know how much I need to emphasize this to people. Please do not drink and drive. Please do not drink overly excessive because of the weather is so hot. People have a tendency to want to drink more because they're thinking they're getting their water or their liquid. Not the case. Another thing too I happened to find online is that a father posted that his son was taking these energy drinks, and energy drinks are just as deadly as alcohol. So please be careful with those as well. Just want to make sure that I touch bases on that for you. July 12th, Saturn is going to be retrograde, or stationing retrograde. It's going to be a big deal as well. Mercury is going to be stationing retrograde on the 17th of July. So we have a lot of retrogrades this month. And then, of course, Chiron, the wounded healer, things that we're going to be touching, and things in our past, things that kind of make us look at things that make us feel pain. Is going to be stationing retrograde on July 30th. So there you go. Look it up on your chart, see where it falls in your specific chart. And you can find that going to astro.com or astroseek. So either one. So let's see. I'm going to pull several cards from several decks. And let's see. I wanted to start off with the Prism Oracle. Let's kind of go with the general here. For the month, let's see what Spirit wants us to know for the month of July. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay. So what I got, I always ask, what does Spirit want us to know as a general reading for the collective? And let me pull something real quick because I like to read also off of the book because it gives me a little bit more insight, gives me some ideas as well. So the card that I got for July is the card of fear, okay? And fear is not always just like, oh my God, fear. It's just fear of, what is fear to you? What is holding you back? Are you afraid of something, right? Is there something that you're not moving forward because it's kind of making you question your ability to do something? So let me read off of this card, okay? This card is a call to summon the courage to face your fears, okay, while honoring them at the same time. So if there's something that you feel that makes you stay stuck, maybe there's something that you need to look at it totally differently to move forward ahead and push through this fear. Excuse me. Moments like these are often the most definitive in life and act as the greatest teachers and the catalyst for positive change. So then it asks you, here's your question for the month of July. What is holding you back? What are you afraid of? Sitting with these questions will help you tap into the power that you actually really have and your potential, and acknowledging that you do have this power. Okay, and then it will basically help you move and transmute it to a more positive thing, because it's something that you no longer have to fear. So that's a great, great message. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so what I want to do is something a little different. I happen to pull the star codes, and this is a great deck. It's astrology, but it also can give us some information on what the heavens above in the sky would like to share with us. So let's do that. Why not? Let's do it. I hope you folks are having a fabulous week, a great day. Very warm here. I actually got up extra early because I had these ribs I needed to cook, and they take 3 hours. So I got up early to put them in the oven. And of course, my air conditioner started kicking in right about 1 hour into it. I'm like, oh my God, it's gonna be hot. So they just finished, and they are so delightful, so delightful. I wish I could share them with you. Maybe I'll do a video on me cooking, because I do love to cook. Everybody knows that knows me. Someday. All right, let's see what, okay, this is really weird. I'm shuffling the cards, okay? And I'm looking at this one card that's on top, and it's not facing down like everyone else is. It's facing up. So I'm going to use that card because to me it's a sign. Like they say, I saw the signs. And my voice is so terrible because my throat is, I don't know what's wrong with my voice. Anyway, so here is what the Star Codes Astro Oracle deck is telling us for the month of July. It's Uranus. And it's called, Uranus is a planet of change. So it says Uranus acts like a cosmic clutch. It takes us out of one gear, and after some chaos shifts us into a new one. So don't be surprised when you're surprised that something's going to be happening to us all collectively, you know, or some of us individually. Okay. If life were a garden, now would be the time to scatter handfuls of diverse seeds, water them all, and see what grows, and weed the rest later. So basically what Spirit is saying for us in the month of July is expect the unexpected, and of course, let's not worry about the fear. Okay? Change is not necessarily always the best, but it's, for some reason, it has to happen, unfortunately. And then later on, you know, hopefully we all get past it and we're better off for it. Alrighty, so next card I want to pull from is the Crystal Oracle deck. And this one I love. It's, again, if you've watched my channel before, you know it's what I called my Mother Gaia card deck. It's obviously crystals from the earth, and it never ceases to amaze me that how Spirit works through these cards to give the answer we so desperately need to hear. All right, so Spirit, please, Mother Gaia, show us the one card out of all of these cards in this deck that you need us to know for July. Thank you. Amethyst. Whoa, isn't that beautiful? Amethyst. Do I have my amethyst here? I don't. Darn it. That is a beautiful card. Okay. Amethyst, you know, I love this card, and I love this color, purple, and and I love the my amethyst. I have two pieces that are beautiful. Hold on, please. I gotta find it. Okay, where are we? Alrighty. Spirituality, positive transformation, and use meditation. You are being urged to embrace your shadow side. Remember we were talking about the fear. There might be some shadow in that. Take inventory of all the aspects of yourself that you are afraid to show the world. Hey, let's shine, right? You know. Okay, so let's say, take an inventory of all the aspects of yourself that you are afraid to show the world because you perceive them as to be bad or inadequate. Meditate on that, okay? Acknowledge them and see how they serve you both and others. then love them and bring them into your heart. So amethyst is also a stone that has pure love in it as well. Just because it's not green doesn't mean that it's not full of love. And amethyst is a stone that does help with love as well. When you realize that every aspect of you serves a purpose, there will be no need to deny half of who you are. Be yourself and understand that there is nothing in your life to fix. There are simply aspects of yourself yearning to be embraced and loved. So this is a profound time of change, and Spirit is saying, be you, boo, and you will be happier for it, and everybody else around you will be too. They get to see the real you. Love, 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 love that. All right, I'm gonna pull, I don't know how many, let's see, pull a card from the, where are we? Here's my book. Where are we? I'm going to pull cards from the Light Seer Tarot book or deck and see what Spirit has to say for the collective for July 2025. If you're new to my channel, thank you for coming by and stopping in and taking a peek, look, peek, look and peek. Okay, maybe I need a nap. I want to come back as a cat. Anyways, that's a funny little saying that my family and I kind of laugh about. Anyways, so get back to what we're doing here. So anyways, if you're new to my channel, thank you for stopping by. Please like, subscribe, share with other people that are like-minded. Again, Linda from Butterfly Readings and I are going to do a collaboration this coming Saturday. You can check it out on my site, Judy in the Skies, my YouTube channel, and also hers at Butterfly Readings. We switch. She hosts it one week and I host it the next. So this last week I hosted, so it's returned. All right, so let's see what Spirit has to say in regards to July. Okay. Sword cards that are swords are so mindful. They make us think. They make us either say things that we don't want to say or hear things that we don't want to hear. But anyway, so what I'm getting for the collective for the month of July is the Nine of Swords. And when I look at this card in this reading, what I'm looking at it is that she's pretty devastated, you know. And the only thing that saves her is that she falls to her knees. Okay, she's falling to her knees. And that there is some sleepless nights because you'll see she's got a pillow here. But in the background, you'll see right here, there's an actual light outline of a bed. So I'm reading it like I'm going to read this reading for this card for this reading. So there's going to be some things that are going to make us feel like we're dealing with stuff that is kind of like, it's out of our control as an individual. It's going to make us not happy. Okay. But we fall to our knees. And if you believe in prayer, I suggest you do that. If you believe in yourself to make yourself feel better, I suggest you do that as well. So let's go ahead. I'm going to read something here real quick. It talks about, you know, over feeling or overwhelmingly feeling, you know, depression, anxiety, insomnia. It's the time for us now to find the opportunity or have the opportunity to find the courage and focus on our safety. And that eventually this too shall pass. It's interesting because this card comes up after what's been going on in the United States, you know, because I'm in the United States, so, and a lot of other countries are watching us closely as well. So I think that's obviously part of it. There's probably more that we don't know, and there's something that is going to bring us to our knees if this hasn't already done that, because it has to a lot of people, and, you know, myself included. It suggests that this is a time in your life when negative thoughts are gaining momentum, and when you may find yourself expanding too much energy worrying about the future. You know, that's easier said than done, right? Because we're in it now. So how do you find the way out of it? Again, I think it's a good time for us to kind of hold ourselves and be part of a tribe that of like-minded people that can support us during this and be able to bounce our feelings and thoughts, you know, one to one another. So at least that we know that we're not alone. I think that that's a good indication of what this card is representing to me. All right, everybody. So that's what I'm getting for July. Again, like I said, I'll be working with Linda at her channel this Saturday, Butterfly Readings. Please join us then. And it is 5 o'clock Pacific, 6 o'clock Mountain, and 8 o'clock Eastern time. All right, everybody, thank you so much. I love you all. Have a wonderful week. Please be safe. Remember, I said, do not drink and drive. Watch out for those power drinks. Stop drinking that shit. That's gross. Anyways. All right, love you all. Bye for now.